And welcome to the WBT. This is Mike Lodge. I am so happy that you've joined me today. It's a beautiful day. We had a beautiful sunrise, but now rain has come. But I'm happy for the rain because I love the rain. I love that sound that it makes, and I love the smells that are outside. I just really do truly enjoy it. So what are we going to talk about this morning? Well, I'm telling you, I'm really upset with what's happening in all of these cities. It seems as though the mayors are not thinking with a full deck of cards. They are, good example, City of Portland, the Rose City, is no longer roses, it's just a pile of thorns, and it's getting to look uglier every single day because Antifa is there, Black Lives are there, the groups that are anarchists, or they're really trying to do a lot of damage. And then you look at the city of Chicago with Mayor Lightfoot and what she's doing to that city by not even trying to help out the city. So what happens last night at a funeral? 14 people are shot. And the people at the funeral pull out their guns and begin shooting back. Do you know how that is? I mean, do you understand the complexity of how this mayor has made her city so dangerous to live in within certain neighborhoods? Listen, when they use the terms Black Lives Matter, it has nothing to do with Black lives. Black Lives Matter has become a Marxist organization that is full of notion that they're going to change everything through violence. And that's what Marxists did. If you look back at when Lenin took over Russia, what did he do? He went in and he immediately began to destroy things, tearing things down. And that's exactly what's happening with these groups of Antifa and Black Lives Matter. They are using terminology to make you think that it is a racial issue when in actuality it's not a racial issue. It is an issue about trying to gain control and power politically through violence. And that is what we're seeing. Now, Chicago's just a little bit different because here you have black on black lives shooting at each other, killing each other, not respecting each other. And they know that they can do it because there's no police that are there to stop it. Because the mayor has said, you don't want to attack the black community. You don't want to go and get involved in the black community because they need a special attention. Well, the special attention that is needed in those communities are rule of law. And when you have no rule of law, you have murders, you have shootings, you have killings, you have little kids getting killed. That's what happens when we talk about not having a rule of law within any type of community that you and I live in. Now, when you have mayors who refuse, they literally refuse to do anything because it doesn't look politically correct to help Americans, they decide to go into a political direction instead of a humanitarian direction. And let me tell you, people are hurting in these cities at the moment. And the majority of these cities, we have to face it, are Democratic-run cities. And they have done such a poor job at running their cities that now you have individuals that are anarchists, knowing that they can go into any city and pretty much take over if it's a Democratic city. And that's what's going on right now. Now, let's talk about Mayor Lightfoot of Chicago just a little bit. She has been offered help. The president has sent her a letter saying, listen, I am here to help you. Just ask me to come in and I'll help you. And she refuses to do it. Same thing in New York City. Deblasio said, if you send any troops in, I'm going to sue the federal government. I'm going to sue these law enforcement agencies of the federal government. Now, what does that tell the people of New York and Chicago and Seattle and Philadelphia, all these cities that are democratically run cities? What the message is that my politics is more important than the safety of you. Your safety does not matter. That's why I'm defunding the police department. I'm pulling all the police back. We're not going to do any more special crime units. We're not going to do any of that anymore. Basically, it's the people. It's your responsibility to take care of yourself. So out come the guns, and out come the knives, and out come the rocks, and out come any type of weapon that you would think would be still in the houses because you have police protection. It's not happening because now the communities know that the mayors and the state governments care nothing about them. It's a sad situation to see. I mean, here we have Deblasio, who is willing to spend all of his time, all of his energy to paint a yellow sign in front of the Trump Tower that says Black Lives Matter. What does that do for the people of New York? It means that by you painting out that Black Lives Matter, you have now taken a violent political position against the people of New York, and that the violence is more important than the safety and the care and the protection of New Yorkers. Same thing in Chicago is happening with Mayor Lightfoot. She has decided to take a political stance and say, I'm going to control it under my political terms. Not humanitarian, not security issues, not the welfare of the people of Chicago, but instead it is a political agenda-driven mayor. Most dangerous type of mayor out there is a politically driven mayor. Look at Garcetti. Look at the mayors of San Francisco, of Philadelphia, of New York, of Seattle, of Portland. And listen, we're naming all of these cities, and we can go on and on, where you have mayors who are anarchists themselves. They have decided to put political agendas ahead of the American people because why? They hate the president. They hate the president. Here comes a man, becomes president, and on the very first day they start trying to impeach him. On the very first day they say that they are going to impeach him. And then they made up stories. And now we find out that those stories are totally wrong and totally illegal. So the country was put through investigation after investigation, impeachment hearings in both the Congress and the Senate. And the man was cleared of everything. Because why? The original lie didn't go anywhere because it was a lie. So here we have politicians lying to the American people, supporting terrorist organizations such as Black Lives Matter and Antifa. And they are supporting their political agenda above all. And all of the Americans that live within those cities go to hell. That's basically what these mayors are saying. Go to hell because my agenda is a hate agenda, and that's all that counts. It's really it's annoying. It's an annoying situation, but annoyances can be solved. Every problem has a solution. And what is that solution? Our vote matters. In other words, our vote can get rid of these people who are anarchists at heart. Speaker Pelosi is the leader of these anarchists. She sets the tone and the mood of hate every single day in all of her tweets and all of her messages to the press. Every single day she spreads hate. She doesn't ever try to sit down and resolve issues with the president. She never comes up with an idea that's good for America. If it is a pork-filled bill that has nothing to do with helping Americans. It helps her political agenda, but it does not help America. And that is where we stand right at this very moment. So what do? Our vote matters. That's what it's all about, is our vote in November. Those that are pro-Black Lives Matter, those that are pro-antifa, or any other type of hate group out there, an anarchist group, any politician who utters those words, Black Lives Matter, should immediately be on the vote out list that you're creating for November. This is the importance of our vote. Our vote matters. Our lives matter. And it's time to get rid of the politicians who are driving this hate-filled anarchist agenda to destroy our America, our country, our neighborhoods, our communities, our cities. Those individuals with these hate-filled political agendas are no longer useful to this nation because they are doing nothing for the nation except create more hate, more disparity, more racism, everything. You can go on with a negative list. That's what they're creating. So I'm telling you, I want you to begin right now to fight back, talk back, pound back, do whatever you have to do to get your message out there that says, okay, this is enough. We're no longer going to take it. We're no longer going to have this type of politics. We're no longer going to have these hateful-filled politicians who refuse to do anything for their communities and for the nation. We don't want them anymore. So you politician, I'm speaking directly to you, you are on our list. Because why? Our vote matters. Our life matters. Our country matters. And that's the way it's going to be. Listen, if you have any comments, send me a text at 818-252-5682. Again, that's 818-252-5682. And I'll be more than happy to talk with you. This is Mike Lodge. Everyone go out and have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the WBT with Michael Lodge. Join us again tomorrow as we explore more about business and taxes. Follow us on iHeartRadio and go to our podcast website at www.wbtpod.com and listen to all of our podcasts and read our blogs.
This podcast has been produced by Michael Lodge, fully focused on content.